Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa runs, and today we're going to be doing a run with Slovenia. Now, nobody really asked for this. I know I get requests every day to do certain nations and stuff. I haven't really done a run with them at all on the channel, really, not a proper qualifying run. So I'm going to give the Slovenians something to cheer about today, and I'm hoping that we can have a good run with them. They're a 3.5-star team. They qualified twice for the World Cup. They actually qualified for the 2010 World Cup, if you remember Slovenia being in that one, in a group with England and USA. But yeah, we'll see how this gets on. So these are the actual 2010 groups. Of course, we need to randomize it to have a fair and balanced run. So in 3, 2, 1, boom. And we are in a group with Moldova, Scotland, Latvia, Luxembourg, Sweden, and then we got Slovenia at the bottom. That is good. We have avoided, yet again, we have avoided a big team. Well, Sweden are a big team in this group. I'd say Scotland are on the same level as Slovenia. And then we got a few minnows in Moldova and Luxembourg, and then Latvia being another bang average team as well. Okay then, so checking out the Slovenia squad before we get into this run. Of course, we have Handanovic in goal. Really good to have a strong goalkeeper in net for a run like this. And then I've heard of a few of these defenders like Breco. I have heard of him before. I've heard of Elevic, if I can say that correctly. Robert Corrin as well in the midfield. He's a fantastic player. Then we've got Kerm as well. He's good also. And Novakovic as well up top, star striker. So Slovenia looking pretty good with a few star players here. Anybody on the bench that I recognise? No, not particularly, no. And just to remind you, my runs are on Legendary on 2010 FIFA World Cup because it is the best and most fun way to play this game. Our first match then is away from home against Scotland, so a tough test early on for Slovenia. I think that starting out this match could be like a draw perhaps, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get Slovenia going really quickly. Novakovic. Oh, we just scored early on. Novakovic, he scored to make it 1-0. And what a start. 4 minutes in, a finesse shot out the box that probably caught the Scottish keeper off guard. I turned around here and I did the finesse shot just to get a shot in. And it went bottom corner. What a start for Slovenia. That is 1-0. This team could be good. A lot of you have been getting in your requests, and I'm really thankful for the engagement and the comments on the channel and stuff, you know, giving me new ideas and whatever. But just to remind you guys that I am a one-man army, so requests... Oh, that was close. Fell off the post twice. Insane start for Slovenia. But yeah, no, I am a one-man army, and getting these runs out is, you know, it's fine. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I've got other stuff that I've got to deal with in my life. Oh, here comes Scotland. Scotland are going through Miller. Can we stop him? No, we can't. Scotland have scored, and that is 1-1. What a start here in this match. And I'm always catching up with requests that people have done, you know, a few months ago, you know, so I do apologize. However, you know, at the same time I don't, and that is 2-1. And what a start here. Look at this, 3 goals in a matter of 15 minutes. Barca with the goal that time, and he just chested it down and just taps it in. I don't know what, I think Gordon in goal. Yeah, Gordon. I don't really know how he didn't save that, but maybe he got caught off guard again. McFadden crosses it in, and that is a second for Scotland, and it's 2-2 within 25 minutes of play. Kenny Miller has scored to make it 2-2, and it was just a cross by McFadden and then just headed straight in. Handanovic hasn't really done an awful lot in these last 20 minutes. A bit disappointed that he hasn't even attempted to make a save, but okay, well, we're pushing forward, and hopefully we can get a third. I mean, we might. Within 26 minutes, it's 3-2. And Novakovic, this might be the craziest start to a qualifying campaign I have ever had. I just pushed my way through there, passed it and slotted it in. It was a sweaty move, but it doesn't matter. What a start here for Slovenia and Scotland as well. This could be a big game. I'm thinking maybe 5-5 now. Crossed in, it's headed, and it just dribbles wide there from Scotland. And as we go into the half-time period, it's been an insane start from both of these teams. It's 3-2. Of course, Slovenia do feel really good so far. Defensively, meh, you know, I mean, you could make the argument they're not that brilliant at the moment, conceding 2 goals in the first match. But the attacking play has been absolutely exceptional. And they're going to look for this goal, aren't they? Crossed in early. They got it. And it rolls in for 3-3. It's Maloney. Again, this has been a wild first match. 6 goals over the course of the match. And there's still 30 minutes to play. I don't know what Handanovic is really doing. I'm not trying to blame him solely for the goals. But, you know, a keeper like Handanovic, when he's got a star rating, you know, he's a star player, he should be playing a bit better than this. Crossed in, and Scotland, again, can't really find it. Sweden have got one back against Latvia. Latvia surprisingly leading against Sweden. That would be a big result for Latvia. But here comes Novakovic. 88th minute. Oh, he's put it wide. I was just getting a little bit, you know, hustled by the defender, and I couldn't quite slide it into the back of the net. Well, it's been a very hard fought game between these two nations, and we're going to get a 3-3 draw here in our first match. Very exciting, very entertaining, and these two will meet again in the second portion of qualifying later down the line, so that will be very interesting to see who can come out on top on that one. Very good match, handshakes all around. And we move on to our next game. So our next match is at home, and we are against Luxembourg for this one. Luxembourg won their first match against Moldova, beating them 2-0. So currently Luxembourg are actually top of the table. So they won't be there for long. I don't think so anyway. So we'll see what we can do in this match. Through ball and Novakovic. He's got control of it here. And he puts it wide. You can't be putting no shots wide too many times, Novakovic. Otherwise, you're just going to get dropped. Luxembourg defending quite well in these first 20 minutes. Constantly stopping me and interrupting my attacks. So we'll see what we can do on this one. Oh, okay. Well, wasn't really to be. Crossed in and headed away. I can't lie. The passing by Slovenia has been awful in the last 10 minutes. I can't actually get out of my own half, which is very surprising, considering it's Luxembourg. Okay, here we go. Novakovic. There is another chance. My goodness. My goodness. You need to put that away. Why does it keep going like that? I don't understand. I just don't get it, man. Like, that's 3 chances in a row he's had like that. And, well, he hasn't put it in the back of the net. Well, a dreadful half of shooting from Slovenia. It's half-time, and it's still 0-0 between these two. It should have been like 1 or 2 goals to Slovenia already. Over the top. Dedic. He's got it. And it goes in. At least Dedic can finish. And that is 1-0. Dedic has opened the scoring just after the half-time period. And that is 1-0 to Slovenia. Finally. Headed. Taken out by Luxembourg. No penalty. I think it was a clean tackle. Luxembourg have actually defended quite well for, you know, their size and, you know, footballing skill back in 2010. Novakovic. Oh my god. Like, dude, you scored, like, I don't know, 2 against Scotland and now you can't score against Luxembourg, come on. Off the post, and it comes off the goalkeeper's back and rolls in. How unfortunate is that for Luxembourg? But Dedic has scored to make it 2-0. He's showing Novakovic exactly how to score, and it's by luck like that. Off the post, off the goalkeeper's back, and it rolls in. Very unfortunate for Luxembourg there. Look at that. So unfortunate. Here we go. Slovenia moving upfield. Is there a chance? Oh my god. Novakovic just doesn't want to score today. Bursa's been scoring, but Novakovic is like, nah, I'm going to drop a stinker against Luxembourg. He's had like 6 shots and yet to find a goal. Novakovic. And he scores! Finally, at the end of the match, he scores to make it 3-0. And to seal the game, Novakovic has finally scored in this match after having tons of missed shots. And he actually scores the finesse shot that time. And that's going to be it. We beat Luxembourg by 3-0. And that's much needed 3 points on the board after that draw against Scotland. Starting off quite well in this campaign, scoring a lot of goals already. Next game for Slovenia is at home against Latvia. So a tough little test, I think, because Latvia have actually been doing quite well in this qualifying group and find themselves in second place, only behind on goal difference. So if we can beat them and pull away, that would be fantastic. It seems like Sweden and Scotland are struggling just a tad, you know, just to keep pace with Latvia and Slovenia. But it's still early days. Go on. Oh, that could have gone in, but fantastic save on the Latvian keeper. Over the top. Novakovic. Can he finish this one off? He can. It's 1-0 and Novakovic is back on the score sheet again. He had some trouble against Luxembourg, but he scores on his first attempt here, and that is 1-0. Fantastic. That's what we need to do, really, is just beat everybody. I'm just a tiny bit concerned about Sweden. However, you know, they've already dropped points in this campaign already, so as long as we can just hold them, then, you know, we're all good. Latvia have a free kick on the edge of the box. And they're going to go for it. And it's actually gone in. Okay, well, Latvia has scored. And it's that man, Verpakovskis. I'm sorry. I cannot. People are going to tell me in the comments, like, this is how you pronounce it. It's like, honestly, I just cannot. I know who he is because I did a Latvia run on Euro 2004. And, you know, I do absolutely think he's a beast, so he deserves that free kick. Maybe Latvia are going to cause us some problems as well in this group alongside Sweden. I can definitely tell Sweden will, but I didn't expect Latvia to do it. And yes, what a goal that is by Novakovic. Again, getting himself on the score sheet. And that is 2-1. The ball over the top was fantastic. And the shot actually looked like it was going to go over the bar. But it nestles into the roof of the net. And that is 2-1. Luxembourg have equalised against Scotland. That's big. If they can hold that, then that would be huge for Luxembourg. Dedic. Running past the Latvian defence. He's a bit too strong. Going to have to twist and turn here. Into the middle. And that is a goal. And I think that's... Is it Corin? Yeah, Corin has scored to make it 3-1, and this game is getting away from Latvia a bit now. Scotland have got the lead back against Luxembourg. I didn't think that would last too long, but credit to Luxembourg for actually trying. Oh, here comes Lysens in the 88th minute. Can we get him? No, and that is 3-2. Again, Handanovic, he went to save it and then pulled back a little bit, if you can see from his animation. Yeah, for a star keeper, it's not quite good enough. And that is 3-2. I mean, credit to Latvia, again, for giving us a good game. And that is going to be full time with the score at 3-2 to Slovenia. We had to grind past Latvia in that one. We had a little bit of a scare towards the end, you know, with Latvia scoring to make it 3-2. But we got the job done anyway. Our fourth match away from home is going to be against Moldova. Now, of course, they are a minnow, but we still got to watch out because they could potentially do something to try and scare us. If we win this match, we will get 10 points, which will be a fantastic start in this group, of course. You know, the group's still very close between pretty much everyone. So, yeah, I mean, I just want Slovenia to pull away just a little bit so then we can remain top and be more comfortable in this run. Crossed in. It's headed and it loops and smacks the bar. That was very close. A warning shot from Moldova in the first 13 minutes. Header, and like, what is this goalkeeping from Handanovic? That header was not a powerful header, and in the cutscene there you saw Handanovic blaming the defence. I mean, dude, you didn't really need to make that kind of save. I don't really know what Moldova were doing there, and that's just gone in. Terrible play from the back from Moldova, and Novakovic has scored from the mistake to make it 1-0. This first half, Slovenia, even though they scored, they just feel slightly, ever so slightly off the pace. And, you know, it's kind of annoying, but we are away from home. Maybe the altitude or something like that is kicking in. I don't know. But we'll see what we can do in the second half, because like I said, it just feels a little bit on the slow side. Crossed in by Moldova. They got it, and what a save that was by Handanovic. Go on, through ball, here comes Dedic. Can he make it 2? Yes, he can. What a strike that was, and that is 2-0. I think we might have put this game to bed now. It's been quite hard to get these goals against Moldova. You know, they've made a lot of good defensive tackles, and the keeper's made some good stops. And Slovenia, like I said earlier, have been quite slow in this match, but I think we've got the job done here. Koren, still on side here. Could be a chance to finish the game. And it is. That is 3-0. A bit of a dirty move, but it just, you know, another goal for Novakovic. The game was already over. It's a through ball. Novakovic. Can we do it again to make it 4? And we are definitely just steamrolling Moldova now. I think they've run out of energy. And that's another goal in the 90th minute for Dedic. Slovenia, despite being quite slow in the first half, deserved this lead. And, you know, to get the goal difference up, it's fantastic in qualifying. Scored a lot of goals, and we beat Moldova here by 4-0. Our next match is away from home against Sweden. This is the biggest test of the whole entire qualifying run. Sweden are just behind us by a point. They have 9 points, we have 10, and of course they are pretty much our qualifying rivals next to Scotland. The other teams I don't think will really come close too much. I mean, Latvia are up there, but they're still 5 points behind us, so Sweden are the team to beat. If we don't beat them, then obviously they will have the advantage going into the next video. So through ball, somehow still onside, good save, and just tackled there by Sweden. We've already had 3 shots in the first 12 minutes. It's looking promising. Into the box, and that's a first goal for Slovenia. That's 1-0, and that's Dedic again with another goal to add to his tally. And you know what? Dedic has been pretty good in this run. Novakovic has been good, apart from the Luxembourg match. But Dedic has been also probably equally as good, scoring goals when it matters. And we're 1-0 up away from home against Sweden. Ibrahimovic into the box. And that's a goal for Sweden. Out of nothing. A clearance that went to Ibrahimovic, and then he heads it into the box. And Elmander was kept onside by the right back, it seems. Oh no, Sweden have equalised. It's 1-1. So half time, it's 1-1 between these two, and it's going to be a hard match for both of them really in the second half. And Sweden defensively have been really good. They keep fouling me though, keep slide tackling me, and they're racking up yellow cards. So hopefully, I mean, here we go. Ibrahimovic is getting one as well. I don't know what he did, but probably running his mouth, knowing him. Oh, Mastrorovic, why are you such a good defender on this game? It's because he's bold. You know, that's the rule of any FIFA game. If you're a bold defender, you are the best. If you want to be a good defender in real life, just shave your hair off. That's what you just need to do. See, it's just proven there, because that guy wasn't bold and he couldn't stop Elmander from scoring, and that's 2-1 to Sweden now. Through ball, and just body blocked by the defender. I don't think we're going to get another goal in this one. Slovenia have struggled to get forward now. Sweden are the team we need to beat, and we're just not doing it. Elmander again has scored to bury me in this match, and that's a hat-trick for Johan Elmander. Great player, fantastic player, but just so frustrating how we weren't able to come here against Sweden and do anything. Not really. Only 1 goal for Slovenia here to lose 3-1, and that will give Sweden the advantage going into the next video. Just before we end this video then, Sweden are top with 12 points. Slovenia are second with 10. Just behind us are Scotland with 8 points and Latvia with also 8 points. Luxembourg and Moldova are starting to slip away, but who can blame them? They are the minnows of the group. So in the next match, we got Sweden. That will be at the start of the next video. So I hope you guys tune in for that. Before we go though, I just want to have a look at the other European qualifying groups. So in Group A, we have Albania, currently with 15 points at the top of the group. Bulgaria are second with a game in hand and they have 10 points. Serbia just behind them with 7. Wales are struggling a little bit, but they do have 2 games in hand, so maybe they could get right back up there. And also Georgia as well, not doing too brilliantly, and Kazakhstan there with only the 3 points. In Group C, we have Portugal, currently unbeaten with 14 points. Spain in second place with 8 points. Belarus just behind them with 6 points, as are Romania, Israel and Lithuania. Within 4 points of Spain, Israel have a game in hand, so they could move closer. So that group's going to be an interesting finish for that playoff spot. In Group D, we have Ukraine top of that one and Holland just behind them with 5 games played each. Finland have a game in hand and they have 7 points, so they could potentially be in the race for automatic qualifying. Switzerland are struggling in that group just a little bit for my liking. You know, I feel they should be a little bit higher. Azerbaijan and Liechtenstein definitely not going to qualify, I don't think. In Group E, we have England top of that group with Russia just behind them. Bosnia and Croatia just behind Russia by 4 points and 3 points respectively. Macedonia do have an outside chance to maybe get the playoffs, and Armenia are starting to slip away. In Group F, we have Italy and France currently in those top 2 positions. France in the playoffs and Italy with a game in hand, mind, at the top of the table, so they could pull away even further if they win their game in hand against presumably Andorra, who also have 6 points in that group. So they are level with France with a game in hand. If they somehow beat Italy, and that's a big ask, they could move into second place, which would be amazing. Hungary struggling in that group with only 4 points, but again, it's only 2 points behind France, so it's all to play for in that group, I think. In Group G, we have Greece top of that group with Belgium just behind them, Poland just behind Belgium by 2 points. Slovakia, our neighbours, kind of struggling a tad, but they do have 2 games in hand, just like the other nations in there. Montenegro only have 3 points and the Faroe Islands have got nothing. In Group H, it's the Czech Republic top of that one with Northern Ireland just behind them. However, Czech Republic have a game in hand. Denmark have a game in hand as well over Northern Ireland and they have 7 points, so if they win that game they could move above them. Austria sort of mid-table. Malta doing okay, they're hanging in there, and San Marino with a respectable 2 points. And in Group I, we've got Germany top of that one, with Norway just behind them with a game in hand, Ireland with 4 points, with Turkey sat on 4 points as well, and Cyprus with 0 points. So we'll check out the other regions in the next video because some of them haven't finished yet and haven't moved on that fast. So if you did enjoy this first part with Slovenia today, then give it a like and subscribe. Tune in next time for part 2. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.